Sinners is the latest film from Ryan Coogler, director of Creed and Black Panther, both great films and films that come from source material. Sinners is, to my knowledge, an entirely original work, influences aside. Set in 1932, it follows the story of twin brothers Smoke and Stack who have returned to their hometown after working for Al Capone in Chicago. The film takes place roughly over a day in which they reconnect with their community and set up a juke joint. Now, trailer 2 for this film does what trailer 2 usually does and spoils a lot of the surprises. So I will be including some light spoilers into this review, but all you really need to know, if you don't want to go beyond this point, is yes, the film is fantastic, and yes, I'm annoyed that we have another trailer that, even out of context, shows way too many scenes taken from the third act. So, Sinners is a gangster, horror, musical, monster flick that not only takes the best part of each of these genres, but it mixes them all together to make something that feels fresh, fiery, and bursting with life. It's a film that gives you that special, wide-eyed, giddy sensation that comes around so rarely these days, but reminds you of why film is so enjoyable. The film is almost split down the middle in terms of setup and conflict. What that means is we do have a slightly slower pacing, especially towards the front end of the film, but that doesn't matter because all the interactions and character introductions, the history, the 1930s aesthetic, there is so much to take in here. All the characters here feel so full of life, and the script does a great job juggling so many of them. I should mention there is a lot of history embedded into this film. I don't want to get into spoilers, but the film does deal with racism, cultural appropriation, religion, and some supernatural elements as well. There's a lot going on here, but everything is given room to breathe. The film never felt suffocated by its own ideas, and everything plays out for me in a decent pace. One of the big talking points of this film is that it was shot for IMAX, and when this film gives you the full aspect ratio, it is glorious. There are a couple of moments here where the ratio switches, and I think those moments could be added to the list of all-timers, sitting up there with Hunger Games: Catching Fire and Mission Impossible: Fallout. Outside of the format, though, I do think this was shot really well. There's great lighting here. The film has a fiery glow to it, which contrasts beautifully with the cold blues like Life and Death. There is a great wanna, let's call it the spirit of music wanna, where the camera feels like it's literally spinning through generations. And it's one of my favorite scenes in any film I've seen this year so far. So let's talk about the music. It does feel like this film gives you so much to revel in, but the music is my favorite part. From the blues musical numbers and great performances to Ludwig Göransson's incredible score, the energy coming off the screen is invigorating. This film is a celebration of music in more ways than one. The music is deeply ingrained into the plot of the film as well. To touch on the cast briefly, I mean, there's so many good performances in this, but Michael B. Jordan plays the twins, each with their own distinct personality and mannerisms. It might be the best performances I've seen from him. A lot of range is required. He has to do a mix of serious, stern, and troubled when playing Smoke, versus the more rebellious and playful Stack, but they still feel related, and you can feel the deep connection that the brothers have with each other. Then we have Hailee Steinfeld, who just steals any scene she's in, and Jack O'Connell, who looks like he's having so much fun. But Miles Caton is phenomenal. He is front and center of the best scenes in this film, and he delivers every time. His voice is stunning. Finally, some light spoilers for the elephant that has not been mentioned. If you saw trailer 2, you know this film has vampires in it, and it has drawn a lot of comparisons to the film From Dusk Till Dawn. And what I'm pleased to say is that despite those comparisons, this still very much feels like its own thing. It is faithful to a lot of the vampire lore, and the lore itself plays heavily into the themes and plot, a lot more than I was expecting it to. And a lot of the vampire sequences carry the same energy that he brought to Creed and Black Panther. It is a big budget crowd pleaser, but it's layered, fleshed out, engrossing, and energetic. It's got wonderful cinematography, presented in a stunning IMAX format with an incredible score and a few surprises as the credits roll too. It's a pretty enthusiastic high 9 out of 10 from me. Definitely worth your time. I had so much fun watching this. And with that, that's all I have to say about this film. So thank you very much for watching.